Y'all ready? Let's go forward. All right, y'all. As I'm posting these leading up to my 41st birthday, I'm at a point now where I don't know if it's for y'all or for me. I thought I was posting it to, help other people through the healing process, and I believe that I am, but it's helping me so much. Sometimes you need to think about how far you've come. Sometimes we're just entirely too hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up. And just doing these videos is so cathartic. It's really just helping me to be like, man, to look at my own maturity, my own growth, my own wisdom now, how I'm setting boundaries. It's freeing me even more. So I hope that it's doing that for you as well. And I hope that you will take the time to do that for yourself, honey, because you need to look back and see that, you know what? Sometimes you need to say, I used to be so stupid and now I'm not. And let me tell you something, sugar. Not everybody can say that. You know that. It's some people that have not learned one jackrabbit thing from the stuff that they have been through. So, honey, don't you beat yourself up over the stuff that you went through, honey. Just if you have learned something, you need to sit down and think about that. Maybe just write it out or make videos yourself, even if you don't post them. Sit back and just think about some of the stuff that you used to tolerate and put up with, some of the stuff you used to do that now it's not even an option. Like, that shows growth and maturity. And that is really what this whole journey of life is about, And some people never get it, boo. Some people never get it. Some people, the light bulb does not click on for them. Or it hasn't as of yet, no matter how many things that they've gone through. So anyway, let's talk about this first real relationship. I had, little boyfriends here and there in high school or whatever. But this is the first relationship outside of the house. I'm living in, 3-4 hours away from home in college. First boy I had sex with. And I don't know how I managed to do this, but I happen to manage to be able to pick the biggest hole in the town. Cause he was one of the biggest, at least. And y'all, when I tell you, we dated. He was my boyfriend off and on for several years. The majority of my college experience. I think finally my senior year, when I was about to graduate, I think finally the light bulb was when it clicked on, and I was like, no more of this nonsense right here. I don't even want to be your friend. Go on somewhere. Finally had the strength to do that. But before that, we weren't using the word toxic 20 years ago, but that thing was toxic, honey. In addition to, the abortion situation, he was just cheating all of the time. And because I never walked in on him, never had this hardcore proof that I claimed that I needed, to confirm what I already knew, honey, I just didn't end it. We would break up all the time. And it was a couple of times where so much sketchy stuff was going on, but he was such a good liar. But we would break up all the time, get back together, so many arguments, oh man. I remember one time we got into it at my birthday party. He acted a fool at my birthday party, y'all. Threw a remote control at me, honey. Yes, he did. And I was sitting on the floor at my birthday party. He threw a remote control at me. Memphis came out. I was kind of proud of myself in that moment because every bit of Memphis. The next thing I know, I had jumped across that room and was on top of that joker, and honey had grabbed hold to his cheek with my teeth, baby. His friends, they had to pull me off the top of him. Yes. Did we make up and I went back after that? Show did. Just as dumb as a donut, but I'm here now. Anyway, he was whole level, y'all. His mama was trying to tell me to stop dating him. She told me one time, she said, my son lies to you all the time. She just flat out told me, he lies to you all the time. You need to stop giving him your car. You need to stop letting him drive your car around. You know why she was saying that? Because he was picking up other girls in my car, y'all. One time my car ended up, had a key, got keyed about this long, I would say. Yeah, the scratch was on the hood of my car. And I'm so stupid trying to act like I don't know, that some other girl had scratched my car up because of him, because she found out. Child, it was stuff like that. It was to the point where his friends were even like would pull me to the side and be like, "You sure this what you want?" Like not trying to hit on me, but just trying to be like, "You a really good girl. You seem like a really good woman. You need to think this through." Like, and I just wasn't I don't know, wasn't in a place to hear it or whatever. I guess I felt like a breakup was gonna be the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought this was the person I wanted to marry, and so in my head, you're supposed to stick it out. You're supposed to be with them. And no matter what the problems are, no matter what the situations are, you need to just stay there. I never saw that growing up. You know, my parents didn't have all those type of issues, but I will say this, on the far extreme, I never saw them argue either at all, which I don't necessarily think is healthy, y'all. I think, you know, they were doing what they thought was right, but I don't think that they have good conflict resolution. I really don't. Even now, to this day, I'm grown now, and I don't think they communicate well in conflict. They do what works for them. Hey, they've been together 42 years, so hey, do what y'all do, but I didn't know how to resolve conflicts in relationships. So, you know, we would get into it and I would break up with them. And then we go back together, then break up. And that thing was so toxic. But let me tell you this. This is what I want y'all to get out of this, honey. Every single time that this boy honey, as he was dragging me from here to hell, we even got back together, stayed together after the abortion, okay? But as he was dragging me all over town, every time we would have a problem, y'all, and I'm end up in tears and crying. And I know my roommate, she is my line sister, and she probably just got so sick of me. Honey, thank you. If you watch this, thank you for putting up with me. She's still in my life now. And child, I'm sure she just wanted to just knock me out of the window because she had to hear me talk about this mess so much. But as he was dragging me through all of this nonsense, every time something would happen, I would pray and I would blame it on God. I need you to catch that. Lord, or I would say, I would put the responsibility off on God. God, if this the man you want me to be with, I'll stay and keep dealing with it. Lord, just show me a sign. Is this who you want for me? Is this the person you want for me? Y'all, I prayed that prayer at least 15 times. Lord, if this the one, if he the one, God, I keep on dealing with it. If he the one, I keep on dealing with it. Let me tell you something. First of all, why would God want that? Why would he? Why? But you know, in my young mind, 19, 20 years old, that made sense to pray. But the truth of the matter is, I knew that I didn't want to be in that situation anymore. I knew that I wanted to get away from him and break up with him and move on with my life. And I was too much of a punk to make the decision. And so what I did was, I did as many of us do and passed the buck, deflected it off on something else. Sound familiar? So a lot of us try to say, you know, well, if this was God wants, if the universe would have it, or if fate would have it, or we try to say, well, I can't leave right now because you know, this person just lost their job and they don't have enough money right now. And if I leave, it's going to look like da-da-da-da-da. When the truth of the matter is, you know, if they had $100,000, you still would be ready to go. You've been ready to go before they lost their job, okay? You knew that you were not getting what you needed before all of that. So many times when we don't want to come face to face with a hard decision that we need to make, okay? We don't want to come face to face with the trauma that is keeping us there. We don't want to be intentional about our healing. We deflect, we put it off, we pass the buck somewhere else, when the truth of the matter is, we need to stop being a coward and come face to face with that thing and do what we need to do. And that's a whole word right there, okay? If somebody is watching this and baby, you sitting up here talking about you waiting on a sign from the Lord for something that is obvious, then this your sign, okay? This is your sign. This is your sign, all right? If it's relationship related, this your sign. Get out. Okay, you already know that on the inside of you, so just go ahead and do the hard work. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, one day after I prayed this prayer, I finally got quiet and I listened, and you know what the Lord said to me? Now, that's my belief system, okay? I'm not here to argue with you about that in the comment section. If you don't believe it, then do you just believe what you believe? This is my belief system that when I talk to God, he talks back. You know what he said to me that day? Why do you keep asking me that question? Why do you keep asking me if this is what I want for you? You know you don't even want it. Why would I want this level of pain and torture and depression and tears and unfaithfulness? Why would I want that for you and you're my child? Stop asking me if this is what I want when you know this is not what you want. It was a defining moment for me, but I still didn't leave right away. But I did stop praying that prayer. I did accept the fact that this was something that I needed to come to part with. And, you know, let me tell you how God works. For me, when I finally got to a place where I had enough and I was tired of going back and forth with this mess, I said, Lord, I'm ready to leave. I don't want to be with this dude no more. Take him off my heart. I just don't even want to feel what I feel for him anymore. You all, I'm not even joking. I prayed that one night. I woke up the next morning and it was like I totally, my emotions, my feelings, my everything was like totally changed, totally gone. It was just removed. I'm not saying that that is always going to be the case, because I know when you are really, really in love with somebody and you want it to work, it's a process and it takes time for healing. But for me in that situation, that's how it worked. And the next day, everything started to change. Everything shifted. It just seems like overnight. And I was able to get out of that situation. You know what happened after that? After my emotions was gone and I was ready to move on and I was feeling my strength, you know what happened about 2-3 weeks later? I get a phone call from him. Can we just meet? I just want to talk to you. And he takes me out to the park and he proposes. Yes, he did. Got down on one knee and asked me to marry him. I think I'm gonna come back and finish this on another video. Y'all stay tuned, because it's a few more lessons I feel like I can drop. We can get a few more nuggets out of this one, and I don't want to carry the video on too long. But yeah, after I had found my strength, somebody catch that, and after he felt that I was finally done and ready to go and finished, after he felt that, then he gonna pop up talking about, would you be my wife? Y'all let it marinate. I'm going to see y'all soon, all right? Thank you for walking this journey with me. Make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, BJ Word, and make sure you are following me. I am BJ Word on all platforms. If anything that I say in any of these videos triggers you, you feel like you need help, you need some therapy, I am a licensed therapist. BJ@bjword.com is how you can make an appointment, okay? All right, y'all. I will talk to you soon.